I do like Himiko. She's very cute and all, and I do like her personality. But the whole magic can get a little old. Especially when one of her magic tricks was part of the murder. And instead of telling them how it works, just keeps saying it's magic. It's been 30 minutes after Miu was here. I can still hear the moans in my head. I never thought I would see a woman use a toilet before, let alone masturbate on it. Although I should have expected something like this when Miu came here. Except for the part where her poop changed into different colors. I don't think anyone would have saw that coming. Creak. Naya. What are you doing here, Shuichi? The girl who was asking that question was Himiko Umeno, the ultimate magician, although she calls herself the ultimate mage. Himiko does all sorts of magic tricks in her magic shows. She said that she young when she won the Magician of the Year award. Although she keeps saying they're not magic tricks, just magic. Hence why she calls herself a mage. Shuichi. I can explain. Himiko. Why? That sign says it all. Of course she read the. That's odd. Shaken a little. Shuichi. I didn't do that. Kakuki tricked me to coming here. The Monokubs just punished me by trapping me here. Himiko. You were tricked by Kakuki. That sounds like a pain. Tell me about. Himiko is still shaking a bit. Maybe minus Shuichi. Himiko. Do you have to pee? Himiko. Naya. How do you know that? Do you have magic mind-reading powers? Shuichi. No. You're kinda shaking a bit. Himiko. Naya. I was distracted with you being here. I almost forgot to pee. Himiko slightly waddled her way to the toilet while putting her hands on her crotch. When she reached the toilet, she lifted her small, red skirt and pulled down her small, gray, pumpkin-sized panties to the ground. I blushed a little when I got a good look at her small rounded butt on the reflected walls behind her. When she sat on the toilet, her feet didn't reach the floor. Himiko. Naya. Drip, drip, drip. Himiko. Ah, much better. Whoa. Himiko just let out a long waterfall of pee into the toilet. I'm surprised it didn't echoes across the school as it loudly splashed into the bowl. Shuichi. That was a lot of urine. Himiko. Himiko. Yeah, I was low on mana, so I had to drink a lot of water so I can continue to practice my magic. But that kinda backfired since I need to go pee badly. Shuichi. Glad you made it. Himiko. Grrrrrr. Naya. What a pain. I need to poop too. And Naya. Plop. FRRTRT plop. Drop plop. Plop. Himiko. Man, I still have more in me. Himiko let out a few short logs inside the bowl. They didn't look too hard to push out. Her farts don't smell too bad either. It has an earth-like smell to it. Shuichi. Guess you're going to take your time on the toilet. Himiko. Meh. Pushing it out is too much of a pain. Plop. Might as well relax for a little bit. Unless you mind me being here. Shuichi. No, not at all. But I'm a little surprised you're okay with me being here. Himiko. It's kinda weird that you're in front of me while I'm peeing and pooping. Plop. Shuichi. Sorry about that. I have to watch you. Go. Himiko. Oh yeah, you're trapped in those weird leg prison things. Plop. Don't worry, Shuichi. Once I'm done pooping, I'll use my magic to get you out. Shuichi. I appreciate the offer, but I have to stay here. Breaking out is against the rules. Himiko. So you're trapped here until those evil bears release you. That's gotta be a pain. Unless. Plop. Unless. Plop. You're into it. Shuichi. W. What? Himiko. I'm not really one to judge if you are. Shuichi. No. I'm not really into that. And I'm blushing. Himiko. Like I said, I'm not one to judge. Unless you're minus. Crackle plop playing for the other team. Shuichi playing for the other team. Himiko. Never mind. You're blushing just by looking at me. I didn't even have to use any charming spells on you. This is getting a little weird. I might want to change the subject. Shuichi. So Himiko. Still practicing your magic tricks. Himiko. Plop theer. Not tricks. Theer magic. Shuichi. Oh sorry. Still practicing your magic. Himiko. Yep. Everything's coming along nicely. Although I wish I didn't lose mana too quickly. Crackle plop, it's a pain to get it all back. Although I think I nearly perfected my polymorph spell. FRRRTRTRT plop. Shuichi. Polymorph spell. You mean to change animals into different animals? Himiko. Yep. I managed to change some of my pigeons into frogs. Crackle plop. Himiko. That sounds pretty cool. Himiko. Himiko. It won't be long now. Soon I'll change my bird into a tiger. Maybe even a fire-breathing dragon. I understand a tiger. But a dragon. Shuichi. A dragon seems like a bit too much. Himiko. Plop. Plop, yeah. You're probably right. I need a constant source of mana to pull that off. Crackle. Plop, either that. Or the hard way. Shuichi. Other way. Himiko. Drink 500 cups of water. Or something that's liquid. 500. That's a bit much. Who am I kidding? That's way too much for a person to handle. Shuichi. Wow. Himiko. Yes, wow. I can barely hold 20 cups of water without needing to pee. Crackle plop. Shuichi. With that much water, you could get sick. Himiko. Nah. That bad. Shuichi. Vomiting. Diarrhea. Basic nauseous symptoms. Himiko. Geez. Drink too much and you'll probably die. Drinking too little and you'll die. What a pain to balance it out. Especially when you need the magic to amaze people. Shuichi. What do you mean? Himiko. Haven't you been paying attention? I need mana to perform my magic. Plop. Plop. Plop, especially when there's sugar in it. That a good boot of magic. Shuichi. You mean like soda? Himiko. Or ginger tea with sugar. Either minus BSSSSSHSHSHSHSHSSSSSSSSSS drip drip drip. Drip. Drip out of nowhere. Himiko let out a quick stream of pee into the bowl. Himiko. Nah. That was weird. Must be all this talk about liquid and peeing. Crackle plop, it's even reminding me of one of my magic shows. Shuichi. Oh really? Mind sharing it? Himiko. You're not gonna laugh at me, are you? Shuichi. No. Of course not. Did something happen at the show? Himiko. Before I tell you the story, mind doing a mage a favor? Shuichi. Sure. What do you need? Mind if I minus? Crackle plop. Lean my head back on your chest. This is going to be a while. Shuichi. Oh okay. I was close enough to the girls on the toilet. But I didn't think it'll be this close. When Himiko was about to turn her body around, she turned the toilet instead. Himiko. Nah. Is this toilet empowered by magic? Shuichi. No. It kinda does that. Himiko. Well, it's easier, that's for sure. Himiko spun around the toilet until her back was facing me. She began to slowly lean her head until it my chest. Himiko. This is pretty comfortable. Shuichi. Glad I'm making you comfortable. Himiko. You better not sneeze on me. Or else I curse your nose to run away from your face. Shuichi. Don't worry about it. Come on Shuichi. Cut it out with the blushing. Himiko. Now that I'm minus plop. Nice and comfortable. I shall tell you a tale that happened to me a few months ago during one of my magic shows. Crackle plop man. That was pretty big. It might be for her. But with the other women I've seen so far, it's not really that big in comparison. NGH. Why am I comparing other people's crap? Himiko. Anyways. There I was performing spells for all the kids to see. Plop, everything was going well. But there was one problem. Shuichi. What was it? Himiko. I was feeling tired. More so than usual. When are you not tired? Himiko. Since I was tired, my magic was starting to wane. Crockle plop, I would take a nap to recover my mana naturally. Drop plop plop. But I didn't want to keep people waiting. So I had to drink something with plenty of sugar to keep me up. Shaichi, soda. Himiko. Exactly. Crockle plop, I had to drink a lot of it to keep me awake for the show, as well as ritual preparations to make sure I don't summon a chimera, or any other mythical beast. Pretty sure you can't do that, but I'll just keep that to myself. Himiko. Everything was starting out great. The crowd was loving the spells I was casting. Like my card magic where I tell the person to pick their card and then pull out of their pocket. Plop. My levitating magic where I float in the air. And then the fire magic where I spit fire out of my mouth. FRTRTRTRT crockle plop. Shaichi. That sounds pretty cool. Although you think that spitting fire one might be a bit much. Himiko. Nah, I took precaution before preparing that. I made sure that no one was set on fire. Crockle plop, after a good 30 minutes of amazing everyone with my magic, I had the urge to pee. So that's where the story comes into play. Himiko. While I was still performing my magic, my legs were shaking from holding it in. Plop. I'm glad no one paid attention to that when I continued the show. Shaichi. Just out of curiosity, how long were you holding it? Himiko. For about an hour. An hour. I'm kinda surprised that she held it in for that long. Especially since she doesn't have the strongest bladder here. Himiko. It's annoying enough to hold in for 10 minutes. Crockle plop. But for an hour, it's a real pain. Literally. Shaichi. You didn't. You know. Himiko. Nae. Shaichi. Wet yourself. Himiko. I was probably seconds from peeing myself. There was a 5-minute break to go to the bathroom. But there was a problem for me. Plop. Shaichi. What's that? Himiko. My personal bathroom backstage was broken, and the public girls' room had a long line. Crockle plop. Since I could use the toilet, I had to use desperate measures. Shaichi. Like what? Himiko. Nae. Huh. Himiko's blushing. What's wrong? Shaichi. If you're worried that I'll laugh, then don't worry. I won't. Himiko. I had to use my hat. Her hat. She put her hat under her and peed inside. Himiko. It felt pretty good. I felt pretty good when I let it all out inside that minus drip 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 drip. Man, where is this pee coming from? I didn't drink that much. At least I don't think I did. Shaichi. Yeah, that's a little odd. Himiko. Anyways, after I was done, I used my magic make the pee disappeared. But I couldn't get it clean in time. If the children saw me without my hat, they'll probably ask too many questions. So, I had to wear it for the rest of the show, despite it smelling pretty bad. Man, I'd imagine you cold used a shower afterwards. NGH. Why is she looking at me like that? It's weird enough that she's looking at me while the top of her head is on my chest. Himiko. You're not laughing on the inside, are you? Shaichi. No, I'm not. I'm actually kinda glad. Himiko. Nae. Shaichi. Well, you managed to entertain everyone in your show, despite feeling desperate. And you managed to hold on and find a quick way to relieve your bladder. You were pretty great. Himiko. Nae. I saw that Himiko was blushing a little. It was kinda cute. And now I'm blushing again. Himiko. That sounded pretty genuine. Thanks for minus grrrrr. Nae. Himiko lifted her head from my chest and started to hold her stomach. Shaichi. Are you almost done? Himiko. Feels like it. I'm going to actually push hard to get the rest of it out. Shaichi. Give it your best. Himiko. That's kind of a weird thing to say to someone that's pooping. But okay. Nae. Crockle plop. Crickle plop. FRRRRRRRRTRT. FRRRTRTRFRRRTRT. Crockle plop. PSSHSHSSHSSHSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSS Drip, drip, drip. Himiko. Finally done. Looks like Himiko let out a few small and smooth logs inside the bowl, along with a few puffs of gas that didn't really smell that bad. After her dump ended, she let out her final golden stream of pee into bowl. At least I hope that it is. She has been peeing a lot since she sat on the toilet. Shuichi. That's good to know. Himiko. Naya. Where's the toilet paper? Shuichi. I actually have to clean you. Himiko. Naya. You mean you're gonna touch my minus? Shuichi. No. It's nothing like that. I have special tools that can clean you without touching you. I showed the tools to Himiko after she turned around to face me. Himiko. It's almost like you're using magic wands to clean me. I'll allow it. Glad to see she's okay with it. I put my hand inside the toilet and aimed my water spray at Himiko's butt. Shuichi. The water will be cold by the way. Himiko. And me without my cold resistance enchantment. Oh well. I gently squeezed the trigger to spray the steam of water. Himiko. Naya. Himiko started getting goosebumps while I was going between her rear and her private parts. After I was done, I removed my hand that's holding the water spray, inserted my other hand that had the air odor into the toilet. I took aim again and started to spray her bottom with air. After a good 30 seconds of that, Himiko was all cleaned up. I removed my hand out of the toilet and placed the tools back. Shuichi, you're done. Himiko hopped off the toilet to see how I did. Himiko, wow, not bad. You could be my toilet familiar if you want to be. Shuichi, thanks for the offer, but I'm good. Himiko pulled her underwear back up and looked at the bowl with me. Himiko, man, I really did have to pee. More so than usual. Shuichi, your bladder must be bigger than you think. Himiko, it must have been my magic. I pressed the button beside me and flushed the toilet, along with Himiko's small poop and urine. Before Himiko left, she saw the large metal pad with the buttons. Himiko, Naya, what's this? Shuichi, the green button means I'm good, and the red button means I'm a pervert. Himiko, it is weird that you're here, but I know you're not a pervert. Himiko pressed the green button, making me feel relieved. Shuichi, thanks Himiko. Himiko, well, you did let me rest my head on you while I pooped and peed, and you listened to my story without laughing. You're a good guy, Shuichi. Shuichi, I'm glad to hear that. Himiko, bye bye Shuichi. Hope you get out of there soon. Shuichi, bye Himiko. Oh, and don't tell anyone I'm here. Himiko, okay. Himiko opened the door and looked back. Himiko, are you sure you don't want to be my familiar? I might have a nice room for you to live in. Or a cage if you prefer that. Shuichi, no thanks. Bye. Himiko, your loss. Bye bye. Himiko left me alone in the room. I don't think I've met a girl that pees so much. While I like talking to her, I kinda hope it's not in here again when I can hear her crap and pee. Not that I don't mind it that much, but it's still pretty awkward.